Hey guys, StandardVR back with your daily Pokemon battles. We are back on the Regulation J ranked ladder with this Sun Volcanion team. It worked so well last time, we had to get a couple more games with it. So, we got the big, bulky lefties Groudon. We still have that Choice Specs Fluttermane, which I don't think we even used in the last battle. And the standard balance core of Grimmsnarl, Ensign, and Rillaboom. Up against an Arceus team with Koraidon, Flutter, a little bit of Perish Trap shenanigans going on possibly, and an Amoonguss. Hard to really kind of tell what Arceus that is. It could be ground. Alright, anyways, I think standards leads. We're going to go Ensign here. We may not even bring the Groudon, even though I think Groudon is kind of cracked. We're going to go kind of Ensign. We can get screens. We can start thunder waving things. I don't hate that. Gives us a good idea of what they want to do. And I think we actually, do we leave our restricteds at home? Or we just do the standard Flutter Groudon shenanigans? Nah, I like Groudon Volcanion. Mostly because that defense boost, and mostly because I also want to be able to check that Amoonguss to an extent. I want to be able to hit the Amoonguss. The Flutter would be nice, but you know Koraidon always tears. Well, we got Koraidon Ensign. We will be able to tell right here what item that Koraidon is, whether it's Clear Amulet, whether it's Life Orb. Maybe not exactly what item, because it has to be like loaded dice. We wouldn't be able to tell that between Life Orb, but we do get the Intimidate off, which means it's not Clear Amulet, which means we're already off to a great start. Obviously, we get intimidated, but I'm not really that concerned about it. You can fake out this Grimmsnarl. I kind of want to Ghost Terra Wisp here. Yeah, and if you want to go hard into the Grimmsnarl, be my guest. I'm just going to get a Reflect up. We're going Ghost Terra to avoid any kind of collision course, close combat shenanigans, also avoids fake out. It looks like they are not terrestrializing. They may be protecting the Scout for a Wisp, but let's see. And the other question is, the biggest question when clicking Will-O-Wisp, does it land? Fake out Grimmsnarl, not bad. CC into Ensign, no thank you. And we hit those Wisps. Ensign out here making plays. Nice. Okay. So I think here we could knock off. But I don't really hate. Oh, we could Parting Shot. Actually, no, I don't like that. Parting Shot there. And we do just get up a Reflect. Yeah, there's the pivot. Should be right. Arceus coming in here. Yeah, there's that Arceus. Shiny Arceus. Big Reflex. Go ahead and Parting Shot right on out. Take that Arceus down to -1. Whether it's special or physical, we don't know. Arceus is just one of those mons, you know? Alright. What are we coming in with? I think Groudon's good. They could be Parting Shot that slot, which wouldn't be the greatest. I do need to check to see exactly what type that Arceus is. It's kind of looking like ground, but we can find out. Knock off the lefties. It's unfortunate. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, ground. Cool. I do think we just bulk up here and we just throw up a light screen. Just in case that's like earth powered Arceus. I don't think you do much to Groudon, but it kind of sucks not being able to use our Grassy Seed because we didn't bring Rillaboom. But I think Volcanion still has a lot of value here, especially if that's like an Amoonguss in the back, and Steam Eruption will just kind of cook. ground Arceus. If we can get a hold of it. Withdrawing Instincts, they're going to want to get an Intimidate off. There's that Amoonguss. I knew it was here. Judgment. Not doing a whole lot at all. Arceus kind of weak, man. Does mean that it's probably a physical Arceus. We're actually going to protect and come in with the Incineroar, furthering neutering that Arceus and kind of getting a fake out pin for that Amoonguss, because I'm pretty sure that Amoonguss is going to want to go for a Spore on the Groudon. But we'll see. You could Spore the Grimmsnarl, but that seems kind of passive. This also does bait out any kind of Terras from the Amoonguss. Perish Song Arceus. But you didn't bring the Gothitelle though, did you? Yeah, there's that Spore. Right, there's no Gothitelle here. No Gothitelle. No Shadow Tag. We just throw off a Precipice Blades and we fake out this Amoonguss so it can't Spore. We should get some good damage off on whatever's coming in here. Incin will take me back down to neutral, but it's not the worst thing in the world because this is still going to do a lot of damage to, to Groudon because I'm at +1. So, anyways, get a fake out on that Amoonguss. Nice critical hit. Got lefties. No, eject button Amoonguss. Something is getting chunked. This could be Incin here. I would assume Incineroar, right? No, Arceus. Hey, I know you're bulky, but like I'm also still a Groudon. Big P-Blades, ton of damage. Sunlight's gone, which means I'm not really worried about that Groudon at all. Yeah, Perish is ticking away. I think we just P-Blades again and Parting Shot on this Arceus here. I don't think a double up KOs Groudon. We do have screens. We are bulky Groudon. And the Groudon is burned and does not have the Sun Boost. So we should be okay. We see a Terra. Terra Arceus. Dark Terra. That's fine. Big Flare Blitz. That's not doing nothing. Incineroar cares not. So we do see Orb Groudon. Big Dark Terra Dark Pulse going for those flinches. Into the Incineroar. So you're a mixed Arceus? Missed Precipice Blades, which is unfortunate. Would have. Oh, we did hit the Arceus, and we crit the Arceus. You know what? I will take that then, all the way to the bank. I thought we missed on the Arceus and hit the Groudon, which was kind of not really doing anything. So we'll go ahead and Parting Shot on out. I do think that we just bring in the Volcanion here, because what's really nice about this Volcanion is it's got Taunt, which means they can just stop that Amoonguss. Alright, Groudon ticks out. It's a very large Groudon. Look how big it is. I think it's even bigger than a Groudon. Perish is ticking. But I think all you have is Incin Amoonguss, right? There's the Amoonguss. And there's this Incineroar. Alrighty. So, swap this thing out for Incineroar. And we go ahead and just protect. Battle's canceled. GG's. Let's get another one. Alright, we have Rain versus Sun with a Basculegion and a Rhydon. This looks kind of dicey. I do think we are running, yeah, we're running pretty decently slow Groudon, but, you know, Pelipper does Pelipper things, and it's a problem. That being said, how do I want to approach this? Incense, I mean, always good here. Groudon is decent, but I feel like it needs to come in the back. I want Fake Out into the Arch, but I really don't want to Fake Out the Arch because, you know, Arch be doing Arch things. So we can go Grim. You go Grim, Flutter, and blow something up, to be honest. Rilla's not horrible, especially if they lead improperly. So, like, what if we go Grim, Rilla, Groudon, Flutter, and see what we can get done. It's gonna be hard. Weather Wars, always a tricky little time. There's that Pelipper and there's a Rhydon. Alright. We got Grim, we got Rilla. I'm assuming that this Rhydon is going to Fake Out expeditiously. But who knows? You never know, man. Do you think we just get a light screen up? We could Fake Out the Pelipper. Actually, I don't hate Fake Out Pelipper just to break a sash. You could also just hard pivot the Pelipper, which wouldn't be bad either. Yeah, there's Terra. I'm assuming Rhydon. I love to get this out of the way. Water Terra. Nice. Ooh, Water Terra, Terra Blast. Wouldn't even be bad. I feel like they're about to Mega Horn my Rillaboom. I mean, stomping into Grim hurts a lot too, but Earthquake, not bad. Grassy terrain also helps just kind of neuter that a little bit. Okay, so listen. I kind of really don't want to hit that Rhydon with a Grassy Glide because I don't want to proc policy. There's a Hurricane. We are vested with a light screen, so like we're not okay. Yeah, that's about what I thought. That's unfortunate, but that's fine. It's crazy. Alright, Foul Play doing a little bit of chip. Don't you love when you have all the damage mitigation, plus the Assault Vest, and then they just crit. And you're just big sad. Come on, Groudon. I'm getting bulk ups. They could have Weather Ball. It is noted that they could have Weather Ball. But again, we are very bulky Groudon, so I don't think that Weather Ball does that much from a Pelipper. Yeah, there's the switch. I'm not really super concerned about having Sun, except for, you know, this thing right now. So that thing's got to get Thunder Waved expeditiously. Rillaboom would have been really nice. Yeah, there's that Water Terra, Terra Blast. Does nothing. Alright. Because I don't really have a pivot into anything for this Ursh now. So we kind of just have to Thunder Wave and pray Precipice Blades works. Oh yeah, Lightning Rod right on. Watch me forget things. Watch me forget them again. Alright, we do still have Sun up, which is really good. I was really expecting a Pelipper switch there, to be honest, which is why I wasn't even considering Lightning Rod right on still being in, but, you know, it is what it is. Double hit Precipice Blades. Decent chip. Terra Blast. A decent chip. Alright, so we do live another Surging Strikes unless they swap that Pelipper in. And so I'm fine actually throwing off a Thunder Wave again. And throwing off another P-Blaze. This is fine. The Rhydon's special attack boost does not matter whatsoever. And I'm just really trying to cover for that Pelipper switch, because if that thing gets Rain, Urshifu does just clean up. So this is still a lot of damage, but like Terra Blast from Rhydon's not doing anything. All we have to do is hit our P-Blades. So if we could do that, there we go. Nice, Ursh down. There's that Water Terra Blast. Unless you crit, I should still be okay. Yep. Cool. And we get a lot of recovery from leftovers and grassy terrain. Again, it would have been really nice to still have Rillaboom. But it is what it is. Been really nice to still have grassy terrain. Basculegion in the back's gonna just tear me apart. Problem being, it gets really hard to swap Flutter Mane in. I do think we just have to protect here. Yeah, there's a Weather Ball. Ooh, almost takes out Rhydon. Do still have a Reflect up, so we should still eat this with Ground. And I do think... Where are we on our screens? 2 more turns light screen. Just have to foul play there, and we have to sack the Flutter, as sad as it sounds. Weather Ball will kind of cook Groudon, but again, if it's Bascu in the back, this is kind of the only shot that I have. That this is like super bulky Pelly. Cool. Take out Pelipper. We got Specs Flutter on deck. They have already Terra'd, which means that we can come out just like with the Groudon almost hard, I think. We could also... I also think if we just Thunder Wave this thing and Terra Fairy Moonblast, just get this thing off the board. Big Thunder Waves. Cool. No more Swift Swim for you. Does Terra Fairy Moonblast pick up Basculegion? It does. Fantastic. Really surprised to see no Arch, but then again, we do have a Groudon, so, you know, it is what it is. We're just going to stay in, get a light screen up, Moonblast Pelipper, battle's canceled, GG's. Guys, if you've made it this far in the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a great day. Peace.